Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, selamat pagi, salam bahagia, salam satu Malaysia. Good morning to all of you. I hope you have a good rest last night. As you know, the aircraft went missing at 1:20 Saturday morning, the 7th of March 2014. And to date, as we speak today, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, the 9th of March 2014, it has gone 60 hours. And our heart goes with the next of kin of the passengers, and all of us would like to know what actually happens on the ill-fated flight MES Boeing 777, flight number MH370, registration 9MMRO. The DCA, with all the assisting agencies, have conducted a thorough rescue and search operations over a very wide area in the South China Sea that covers the 50 radius nautical mile from the point of Igari, where the last aircraft was spotted in the morning of Saturday, 7 March 2014. We also conducted search in the areas of north of Straits of Malacca, as we don't want to discount the possibilities of the aircraft air turn back to the Straits of Malacca. And we also received cooperations, a very good cooperations from various neighboring countries to assist DCA in our effort to locate the missing aircraft. And so to date, we have used a large number of assets comprising of 34 aircraft, 40 ships, 100 over men, 1,000 over man hours has been deployed. And countries that assisted us includes Vietnam, China, Singapore, Indonesia, USA, Thailand, Australia, and the Philippines. The air search was conducted daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the search by the ships continued throughout the night. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we have not found anything that appears to be objects from the aircraft, let alone the aircraft. We will be intensifying our efforts to locate the missing aircraft. There are various reports on sightings of objects that various agencies have reported in the various media. The Vietnamese authorities have reported to locate items. And yes, last night there was a report about the Vietnamese identified a piece of the aircraft, as it was reported. A door of the aircraft, the inner part of the door of the aircraft. But to inform all of you that report was not verified officially by the Vietnamese authority to date. We immediately called the Vietnamese authority last night, and the Vietnamese authority confirmed that they have not spotted any such object. Therefore, we are unable to inform to all of you that any object was located. Yes, yesterday also from the search and rescue work, a number of aircraft has spotted the thing is from the aircraft part. There are 2 areas and 2 aircraft spotted an object that looks like the tail of the aircraft. But when we dispatch, immediately ships to the areas that is made known to us, it was locks and also locks tied together that looks like a pontoon to us. So there are a number of reports, number of sightings that we made. The Malaysia Maritime Enforcement Agency also spotted oil slicks in the South China Sea, and they have took samples of it, and that samples have been sent to the labs, and hopefully when we receive the report from the lab, we will inform you that that particular oil slicks or fuel that we took from the sea comes from the missing aircraft. So there are various objects that we have seen, our team have seen, but none of them at this moment confirm any of them come from the aircraft. And for the aircraft to just go missing just like that from the radar blip, there are many theories that have been said in the media. There are many experts around the world have contributed their know-how and knowledge about what could happen, what has happened. And as far as we are concerned, we are equally puzzled as well. The Honorable Prime Minister used the word perplexing. We are equally puzzled as well. And to be confirmed what really happened on that particular day on this ill-fated aircraft, we need hard evidence. We need concrete evidence. We need parts of the aircraft for us to analyze, for us to do forensic study, for us to determine what really happens to the aircraft. Unfortunately, again, we are unable to secure any parts of the aircraft to date to confirm that any parts of the aircraft are able to be located. We have intensified also, as mentioned in the Straits of Malacca, possibility of the air turn back. Again, these are theories. Again, these are not speculation, but these are something that we cannot discount any other possibilities. These are the things that we have to do. A lot of work have to be done. It's a paramount work for us to do it. It's unprecedented missing aircraft mystery, as you can put it. It is mystified, and we are increasing our efforts to do what we have to do. Malaysia Airlines is helping us. All the central agencies are helping us. All the experts around the world are helping us. But as far as we are concerned, we have to find the aircraft. We have to find bits of the aircraft, if possible. This is something that we have to do. Yes, there are reports about the 2 passengers flying on the aircraft with stolen passport. The authorities concerned is investigating the case. The investigation team is now, as we speak, is going through all the records, going through all the videos footage, and once we get any report from them, we will inform to all of you. We definitely inform what has been gathered by the team of experts, of investigators pertaining to the 2 passengers. Yes, there are issues about the passengers that did not fly on the aircraft. There are 5 of them. yes, we have to comply to the ICAO Annex 17 that any passengers that were check-in but did not fly on the aircraft, we have to remove the baggage that they check in out of the aircraft. We have done so on this aircraft. And every passenger that check in with check-in baggage are being recorded, be given a unique serial number of its baggage, and they'll be given the slip of the baggage tag with their boarding pass. And this was done to make sure that the correct bags are being removed from the aircraft. And this was done by MES team to remove the affected baggage from the aircraft, so that the aircraft will not fly, as we put the term, unaccompanied baggage. All baggage of that passenger not flown on that particular morning was removed from the aircraft. Also, there are talk about possible hijack, and this is not discounted, but we are looking at every angle. We are looking at every aspect of what could happen on this ill-fated aircraft on this morning of Saturday, 7 March. Again, we have to have concrete evidence. We have to get the aircraft. We have to find the aircraft. And we are intensifying our effort to locate the aircraft. So these are the effort that we understand that you want answers from us. You want some details and data from us. We are equally eager as you are to find details and parts of the aircraft. And I hope you all be patient. And our boys in the rescue control center, on the aircraft, on the ships now, are trying their best to locate whatever they could find in the areas that we have identified. And maybe it goes beyond that. We are every hour, every minute, every second looking at every inch of the sea, of the areas that we have identified. Yes.
Hold on. Excuse me, gentlemen. Those who have the mic will start with the gentleman there, please.
Dato, is DCA...
Please, could you identify yourself, please?
Dato, Farid from STAR. Is DCA narrowing down the investigation as a possible mid-air explosion or mid-air disintegration at this point?
At this stage, we did not narrow any of the possibility. We are looking at all angles. We are looking at all angles of what could possibly happen on that ill-fated flight.
Okay, hold on, please.
Sir, I'm from Asahi Shimbun. I would like to ask, usually when a plane disappears or goes down, there will be transmitting signal from the black box or something which continues to pump out signal. So do you get any signal right now from under the sea or whatever?
From the day the aircraft lost contact and disappeared from our radar, there's no signal being able to be detected by any of our ships or aircraft in the region of...
Is there a reason why there's no signal?
If we know the reason, we will tell you. We did not have the reason.
Okay, please.
Okay, Dato Azim from NST. The beacon, usually, is it pilot automated or does it go off on its own?
It goes off on its own on impact and when they touch water.
Okay, and then on the rescue operation, will you double check the areas that have already been covered? Now it's 50 nautical miles.
Yes, we will double check. We will comb. We will direct our aircraft in such a way that they fly. They do not miss any of the thing, and also from the ship as well.
Last one. Are you? Sorry. Last one. No, never mind.
Hello, my turn. Yeah, my turn.
Hold on,
I'm
gentlemen.
from Xinhua News Agency, and I have a question that...
I thought she's got it first. Yes,
please, hold on.
Yes, lady.
Okay, two quick questions. Did the stolen passport holders have Asian faces? That's one. Number two, who has jurisdiction over the site of disappearance of the aircraft?
Could you?
I would not reveal too much on the 2 passengers because they are under investigation. Because any information that I give you might jeopardize the investigation that's going on. But on the areas of us searching covers both the Malaysian waters and the Vietnamese waters.
Sir, 2 questions. Sri CNBC. Have the technical assistance
I cannot
teams...
see you.
I'm here, sir, in front.
Oh, yeah.
Have the technical assistance teams from the NTSB, Boeing, the FAA, and the French air accident investigators, which I believe have offered their assistance, have they arrived and have they started to do their work?
The offer that we got are from FAA, NTSB, USA, AAIB, UK, and also the Australian. We have not got anything from the French yet. The FAA and NTSB, I was informed this morning, was already here, and we're going to meet them as soon as possible to discuss with them how could they offer their assistance to our investigation of this incident.
Hi,
Mail.
Datuk Tasha from the Daily Mail, yeah? Are we investigating a group from China called Martyr, who's currently claiming responsibility?
Can you give more information because we have not received any of this?
It's been reported.
Yes, what has been reported is something that we not verify officially.
So yeah, are we investigating
I have
the claim from the group?
that is more on security matters. We have to inform. We have to get the information from the security people.
Sir, will you, when it's safe, will you issue the photographs of the 2 stolen passengers to the media so that the public can help?
I have to discuss that with our investigating officers, investigation team, and also to the relevant agencies in Malaysia. Could we do that? Because we don't want to be involved in the legal entanglements.
Can you also, have you investigated the whereabouts and who are these 5 people who didn't fly on the flight? And has their baggage been checked? What has they got in there?
The baggage, as every baggage to the aircraft has been checked, has been, in layman's term, has been x-rayed in accordance to the strict protocols of the International Civil Aviation Organization, and all check-in baggage are clean. That means they don't have any items that they are not supposed to be on board.
Hold on, gentlemen, please. Questions on search and rescue, we do not go beyond that. Please, on your side, please.
The family of the Chinese passengers will come to Kuala Lumpur, and how will be talk about the arrangement of the Chinese passenger family?
For that, I leave it to
Another question.
The Chinese, or rather the Chinese next of kin of the Chinese passengers, we are making arrangement to fly them to Kuala Lumpur. So we'll be accommodating them at hotels around Kuala Lumpur.
How many of the Chinese family members can come today or tomorrow?
May I know who's speaking? Okay.
Name, please.
It's Shulang from the South Metropolis Daily. Yes, we just wonder like how many Chinese family members can come today or tomorrow. And
we have made an offer of every passenger to have 2 next of kin to be flown immediately, and then we made an offer for each passengers. We are offering up to 5 next of kin, of which 2 to be flown immediately, and we plan to fly them either today or tomorrow, and the balance 3 will follow later.
Okay.
The Panama said the Home Minister.
One last question.
Who's speaking now?
Who's speaking? The 2 passengers with Asian experience. Can you confirm this? The 2 passengers with false passports with Asian experience. The Panama said. Can you?
I'm not prepared to reveal that.
Sir, the Home Minister. Sir, excuse me, sir. The Home Minister has said that the 2 passengers with stolen passport has Asian features. So wouldn't someone, someone with Asian features but European passport raises some sort of suspicion? I mean, what happened during
that is the duty of the investigating team to determine what actually happened in the morning of Saturday during the check-in, and also when the aircraft goes to the aircraft for departure.
But actually,
Okay,
two
one last
stolen
question.
passports can be used.
Please.
Don't you think this is a kind of security problem
Where are
in
you?
here?
Where are you?
In
Sorry.
here, Hong Kong Phoenix TV. Don't you think this is a serious security problem in KL airport? Don't you think this is serious?
No, we have to get the report from the investigating team. As we speak, they are doing the investigation.
But how can you ensure the security?
What the security that been deployed now in KLIA meets the requirements of the International Civil Aviation Organization as stipulated in the Annex 17. And we have a national civil aviation security program that they have to comply with. And as a DCA, we have done our surveillance and also our audits on KLIA, and also we have been audited by the Transport Security Administrators of USA and the Australian Security Office of Australia in the recent years. Yeah.
Datuk.
Was there a delay, or do you feel that you have reacted properly?
Which
If there was a delay, what was the reason for that? The official investigation
of
the plane disappearance. Do you
This-
feel that you have reacted properly, or was
Yes, we have reacted properly. As you know that it's not an easy exercise. The experts around the world also have also mentioned that it is a very big area for us to cover. It is an incident that we all have to work together to find that ill-fated aircraft.
Okay, one last question from our friend there.
Datuk, Money from Bloomberg, Datuk. Datuk, you have come to third day of your operations.
Yes.
And is there any time frame? How many
no-
more days?
There's no time frame.
And
There's no time frame. And if you read what happens to the Airbus of Air France A330 over the Atlantic Ocean, it takes 2 years after that. Only then they're able to locate the aircraft. So we have to take as long as it takes to find the aircraft.
Okay, secondly, have you increased your security protocol at KLIA?
I don't want to comment on that because it's security issues, but as I said, the security in KLIA is already complied to the international standard.
Okay, with that, thank you. Thank you. The session.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our usual daily PC with me. Though incremental, I would like to share with you developments. Firstly, the fact that the search and rescue is our main focus. And I just received a delegation from China based on my conversation with the Chinese leadership last night. And very short notice, they have been here and cooperating very closely on 3 aspects. One is the search and rescue. Secondly, on identifying those that traveled on the false passports, helping us with the other intelligence agencies that we are working with. And finally, dealing with the families of the passengers. They'll be here for quite some time, and basically the response from neighboring countries and also international agencies have been overwhelming. Coordinating this have not been easy, but I'm very happy to report that things are moving very, very fast. And let us pray that we get some more positive results in the near future. But at the same time, I would like to make a plea, especially to the media and the public at large, not to spread and disseminate unverified and false news for 2 reasons. One, because it affects our exercise of search and rescue. Because unverified news or false news will distract us from work at hand. And secondly, to be fair to the families who are hoping against hope, I do not want them to receive news that are irresponsible, news that have not been verified, and was still false information. That is a plea on behalf of the family, and it is a plea on behalf of those involved in the operations. Finally, I'd like to state again that we have nothing to hide. These constant PCs that we are giving is really to update whatever developments that we have, though incremental. But I believe that it is important for me to keep you guys informed. Any questions?
Can you confirm that because the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam has requested Malaysia Malaysia has requested the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam to look at what object that seems to be a lifeboat 140 km north southwest of Tochu Island, and this was apparently spotted by Singapore.
Yes, there was a report today we just received that an aircraft sees something like an inverted life raft. So we are contacting our counterpart. We are sending ships there to verify the object, the parts. At the moment, we have not received any report on the matter. So we are still waiting for the report.
Sir, when you said that you were coordinating, of NHK, you said that when you were coordinating with the Chinese delegation on possibly identifying those who used false passports. Does this mean to say that they are Chinese?
No.
Next.
Yes, satu. Yang pakai t-shirt blok ni.
Ada laporan daripada Harian Metro berkenaan perbincangan dan pertemuan dengan China pagi tadi. Ada tak perbincangkan mengenai laporan bahawa kumpulan dari China mengaku bertanggungjawab berhubung kehilangan pesawat itu dan kaitannya dengan dua pasport yang
Tidak ada. Dan dia bukan agent. Sebenarnya mereka merupakan wakil daripada kementerian-kementerian yang merupakan berkepentingan di China dan juga daripada parti. Dan ini hasil daripada perbincangan kedua-dua Perdana Menteri China dan Malaysia 2 hari lepas pukul 6 dan perbincangan saya dengan beberapa pemimpin China malam semalam. Yes. Yes. The lady in front.
Sir, even from Reuters,
Yes,
the reports that China was a little unhappy about your investigation so far. Do you have any comment on that?
Far from it. I've had a very long discussion with a number of leaders from the Chinese party and also from the ministries last night. And in fact, far from it. The ambassador has been making a lot of very positive statements, and he's been seeing firsthand what we have been doing. And basically, the task force is here really to assist at my request. Yes, over there.
I just would like to ask if
Sure.
there is update about the passport, the two passports,
Yes.
Italy and Australia.
Yes.
The real one was invoked already. Why the fake one was be able to use this time? Wasn't there any data link with the
I have been meeting up with the intelligence agencies, met up with the US intelligence yesterday. Today we've shared the information, both the biometric and the background information and the visuals that have been recorded in KLIA. And those information are now being digested by the relevant agencies, both local and international. So until we get more information, I will stop at that because I do not want information that we reveal today to affect the ongoing investigation by those agencies. Yeah.
There is this group called China Martyrs Brigade claiming responsibilities. Open letters were sent to the media in China. What are our stance on this? Are we taking investigation seriously?
We investigate all allegations, but like I said, our focus is really to locate the aircraft. And basically, all this information with the agencies that are working with us, this sort of information we can relay to the relevant agencies to get confirmation. I just do not want to be distracted, as I appealed to everybody earlier, that unverified or false information will distract not only the ongoing operations, but it also affects the family members, and I think that is not fair.
Have the authorities seen the open letter?
Yes, and I don't think there is any sound ground to say it is true. But again, like I said, we have taken a stand from the beginning that we are not taking anything for granted.
Any updates on the Wales leaks?
No.
Ada pagi tadi, PC pagi tadi mengatakan pihak berkuasa akan hilang petunjuk dan petunjuk baru untuk mengesahkan kehilangan pesawat. Adakah dengan pertemuan dengan delegasi dari China ni mendapat petunjuk baru?
Dengan China kita berhubung daripada awal lagi. Tapi sekarang ni ada satu pasukan khas yang ditempatkan di sini untuk membantu kita dalam 3 perkara yang saya sebutkan awal tadi. Dan 3 perkara itulah yang merupakan sesuatu yang saya akan tekankan dan memberi fokus. Kerana tidak ada gunanya kita bincang perkara-perkara lain kalau sekiranya pesawat itu tak dapat dikesan.
Yes, hi. Ask about does news say that the Chinese government is taking over everything?
No.
Not only take care of
Far from it. In fact, they made a point today in our meetings with the relevant agencies, whether it's with MAS, whether it's with DCA, whether it's KLIA, or with our intelligence agencies and the military. They said that they're here only to assist. And I appreciate that because of our strong relationship that we have, not only with China, but with the US yesterday. And as you know, Singapore and Australia has deployed assets, and I'm pleased to inform you that even New Zealand today have come on board with deploying another Orion. So we have now 4 P3 Orions in the vicinity.
Will the passengers with the false identity, will the photos be released to the media?
Yes, it will, but I think in time, because we have done a study on the whole manifest of all the passengers concerned, and with the friends that are on board, I think we have the capacity to actually detail out every single aspect of those passengers involved. But like I said, this information must get to the relevant authorities, which it has. It's got to be digested. When the time comes, it will not affect the ongoing investigations. You guys will be the first to know.
Minister, with regards to the Thailand,
yes.
Saya nak tanya di antara kemalangan dengan sabotaj, yang mana Datuk Seri Speaker kata yang
Sehingga kita dapat jumpa pesawat itu susah untuk kita nak menyatakan bahawa ianya merupakan sabotaj atau kemalangan. Daripada awal lagi kita tidak tolak apa jua kemungkinan.
With regards to the search effort, from what you said earlier, is Malaysia then taking the lead in terms of the coordination and the actual process? So Malaysia is leading.
We have been taking the lead from the beginning.
In
Yes.
every aspect of
Yes.
the search.
Are you going to release the pictures or CCTV footage of the stolen passport passengers so that the media can help in getting feedback from the public to yours?
I have released these pictures to the intelligence agencies with time, in a very short period of time, then you can have the pictures.
The immigration department using.
Can you mention your name and your...
Oh, right, I'm Junpai from The Sun.
Right.
Right, is the immigration department using the Interpol list of stolen passports to cross-reference?
The immigration representative is not here, but we are working closely with them. I think the next press conference that we have later today, we will get the immigration people to be here.
On the 5 passengers that did not board the plane eventually,
Yeah.
is there any investigation being conducted?
Investigations are going on, but I don't have the information right now.
Minister Sri, CNBC, can you give us any information as to whether the Boeing technical assistance team have arrived here and are helping in the investigation?
Yes, they have arrived here. I'm going to meet them very soon to chart how can they help us and to together work out a program for the investigation if we find the aircraft. The question is, and the main thing is, we have to find an aircraft or parts of the aircraft so that we can initiate the accident investigation if it happens that way.
For the 5 passengers that were off the plane, are you using their identity?
Sorry?
The 5 passengers who did not fly.
Yeah, like I said, it's a pending investigation.
You're not revealing the identity?
Not yet.
One more question and a question. Is it possible to share the coordinates of the search area, the precise coordinates at some point, just so that for our photographic purposes? And the question is, as part of your investigation, are you looking into mental health background searches on the pilot, crew? Is that something that you've already looked into, and have you found that the pilot and the pilot?
Internationally, it's not something that I think the aviation industry are not familiar with. There have been incidents like this before, and the normal procedures, I believe, will look into the mental state of not only the pilots and whoever else is in the list of passengers. But on the coordinates, sorry?
Has that been done yet?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, the coordinates, we will issue a chart to show you the area of our search in the sea.
But I can share with you that today on the West Coast, we've extended and expanded the areas of search. But we'll do that. Yeah.
Have the Ministry BCA confirmed the full flight itinerary of the two investors, whether it's one way or two ways?
One is the investigation, the other basically will do. Yes, that I think again will be looked at by the investigators dealing with the two passengers. Something that we unable to reveal it to you until they have done the investigation, or they will give us a report.
I know your concerns about the two individuals, but I've indicated to you that we are using international intelligence agencies. Just in a matter of 2 days, we've had the Americans and the Chinese here, and they only have access to the information, whether it's the biometric, the background, the mental condition, the gender, date of birth, the fingerprints. Give them a bit of time to work with our intelligence agencies.
Channel News, please.
Yeah, hi.
I think earlier there were reports today that this man in Kelantan saw a white light diving into the ocean off the coast of Kelantan, and he's made a report saying he thinks it might be the plane. RTM has also reported that fishing boats have been sent to the area.
I cannot verify that.
Minister?
Yes?
Are the two false passport holder are Asian looking?
No, I don't. Not that I know of. But basically, like I said, it's too early to say one way or the other. And I know where you're getting that information from. Yes. Others may have more information on that matter. But like I said, on my watch, let us get all the facts together so that we will not speculate.
Is there a security lapse in terms of the Malaysia's
until we find out what actually happened to the...
Did we check with Interpol in terms of the database whether those passports are actually...
Do you know how many passports that are reported missing to Interpol? I've been told nearly 40 million.
Prime Minister say that the two passport holder is Asian. So, is it true? Or is it reported?
Yeah, I mean, you have to check with Bernama what their sources are, but you are talking to me, and I cannot verify that right now.
It reported the Home Minister.
I know, but you are talking with the Defence Minister and Acting Transport Minister, and I cannot verify that.
Have the security for all airports been heightened or increased?
We're not taking it as a security threat as yet.
Southern China Airlines ada berkolaborasi bersama dengan MAS untuk membawa penumpang pergi ke Beijing.
Memang ada.
Jadi dua pemegang pasport palsu tu dikatakan membeli tiket ke Southern China Airlines. Buat sementaranya, adakah Southern China Airlines memberi apa-apa feedback kerana yang MAS menanggung semuanya? Nama MAS menanggung dan semuanya. Adakah Southern China Airlines memberi apa-apa?
Ini adalah masuk dalam investigation yang masih dijalankan.
Tapi benar dia dua pemegang pasport palsu itu membeli Southern China Airlines tiket.
Itu is part of the investigation. So,
Mr. Johari, let's go from the Straits Times Singapore.
Yeah.
There is an Australian report linking this incident to a conviction of Mars Airline of admitting passengers with falsified passports on a flight to NZ 2 years ago. Does that have any link to this?
No.
Please address that.
It's completely different.
Okay, guys.
and gentlemen, the next PC would be at 8 tonight. 8 o'clock.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is to report a number of items that we follow up to our press, the Honourable Minister's press conference this afternoon. On the oil slick that was found by the Maritime Enforcement Agency of Malaysia, they have sent the samples to the chemistry department today, and we have got the report from the chemistry department of Malaysia. They have reported that they have confirmed that the oil are not from an aircraft. The oil analysis of the sample taken by the Maritime Enforcement Agency are not from an aircraft. And this evening, and also as been circulated in the media, there are debris that been noticed or found by the aircraft south of Hong Kong, Abeam, Saigon, and we are dispatching ships to the area, and so far we have not received any confirmation or verification of the debris. Are they from the aircraft or not? So by tomorrow we should be able to tell the debris of the factual of the debris that they have found at the Abeam, Saigon, east of Saigon. And the area of search has been expanded in the South China Sea. We have expanded to 100 kilometers radius of Igari, and we will show the area of our search to all of you. And you can see here, this on the east on the east coast. This is Igari, and the area of search at the moment is 100 kilometers radius of Igari, and we are expanding as beginning tomorrow, and these are the areas that we're going to search. In the next few days. We have also conducted search on the land and also on the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia, and we have covered a part to the north of Sumatra, and we're beginning to increase it, enlarge our area of our search in the next few days. So this is the area of rescue and search and rescue to be done by all the assisting agencies in the next few days. And as what we mentioned this morning, and also by the Honourable Minister of Transport, our aim to find the aircraft will be intensified, and that is very, very important. Without able to locate the aircraft or parts of the aircraft, we are unable to determine the cause or the causes of this incident. That is very, very important. That's very, very important that we have to find the aircraft. And on the two passengers that have flown on the aircraft with stolen passport, we have the team of investigators have looked at the video footage from check-in right to the departure, and I have hereby to confirm that all security protocols have been complied with. All security protocols have been complied with. But on another angle, there's a possibility of them in the stolen passport syndicate. That is an angle that they are looking at. They are doing the investigation now. And as the features of those two passengers, we have looked and relooked at the footage of the video and the photograph. it is confirmed now that they are not Asian-looking male. They are not Asian-looking male. So, again, on the search of the aircraft, it is now continuing throughout the night by ships of a number of existing agencies, and tomorrow morning we start again using aircraft in the areas as mentioned by me a few minutes ago. Okay, any question?
Sir, can I ask, the IGP has just said that they have confirmed the identity of one of the person using the fake passport. Can you confirm that, and what nationality is that person from?
I cannot confirm that. Just we are more looking at the security aspect of it. The security aspect, they comply to all protocols of security. I cannot confirm nationality because we are looking at the possibility of stolen passport syndicate. That is another area of investigation. Okay, next.
Sir, if they are not Asian-looking males, then what are they looking like, roughly?
Do you know a footballer by the name of Bartoli? He's an Italian. Do you know how he looks like? Bartoli. Bartoli. Balotelli. You mean black? Yes. Nationalities, okay, I don't want to dwell about it, but they are not Asian looking, that's what, okay.
So have you identified one of the...
Yeah.
Siva from Reuters. You're looking at two areas and you're expanding the search. Could you elaborate on how you conduct the search? How many aircraft and how many ships on each side? Do you need more resources to conduct the search? What more resources do you need to conduct these two searches? Because you've expanded now.
Okay, we are using aircraft, we are using ships, number of assets, maybe the Air Force personnel.
Gentlemen, as you are aware that we have covered this area, yeah. There are two types of search we're doing. One is air search, and the other one is surface search using ship. And currently, this is the third day that we are doing it. As you see on the western side, sector A, B, C, and D, this has been carried out by air thoroughly. At this point of time, okay, as we speak, there are surface vessels to comb over this area, which the air search has missed out. At the same time, as you look here on the this box on the east, okay, we also have done the air search, and there are few ships that is doing the vessel search, as I explained earlier. This is to make sure that every inch of the ground in this area will be covered. Subsequently, what will happen in the future, or maybe by tomorrow, we will expand further. As we talk today, yeah. This evening, we will send few aircraft to probe. Okay. This afternoon, we have sent a few sorties of maritime patrol aircraft to carry out the search over this area. And the intention is to carry out the search over this area the next few days. And slowly, we will move the ship here and move out to this area. Same also goes to this area. We're going to expand the search from this box into the red box. Yeah. So this will be conducted in the next few days. Thank you.
Excuse me, hello. Is this the, you mentioned 100 kilometers, is this the same as 50 nautical miles that you mentioned earlier?
No, it's increased now, and we're going to increase further in the next few days.
Sorry, 50 nautical miles, now what it is now?
100.
Now it's 100 nautical miles, not 100 kilometers. Nautical miles.
100 nautical miles.
Nautical miles, yeah.
Nautical miles.
Dato', how long will it take to cover the whole 100 nautical miles? How long? How many days? How many hours?
We are now doing 100. Okay, we are divided into blocks. And each ship are assigned to each block, and each aircraft assigned to each block. Okay.
Mani from. You were saying this afternoon that DC is actually coordinating this entire search and rescue operations, but Vietnam seems to be ahead of you in giving information to the media. Can you address that?
Okay. What Vietnam does is actually they have reported to media whatever they found, and whenever we receive such news, either from media or somebody send it to us, we straight away contact our counterpart in Vietnam, and all the time the Vietnam authorities have denied that they have found the object or any parts that they that was disclosed in the media. That's a fact. That's always the case. So we have to be very careful if we go to the media to announce we have found this, we have found this, we have found this. We have to verify positively that part is part from the aircraft. So it's something that we don't want to give any false hope. And this is something that we have to reiterate here. Please do not just report any report that is unconfirmed, and we don't want the public to speculate. It's very bad for the family, the next of kin of the passengers. It's very important.
So the two guys, are they African? Are you saying they're African or African origins?
I think that one is they are not Asian looking, and I think we have cleared the security part of it. I think that is more important.
Is there a reason why you can't describe them?
Because there's an angle that they are looking at the possibility of stolen passport syndicate. Okay.
Datuk, possibility, okay. Kalau 100 nautical mile yang Datuk cakap tadi dibesarkan, okay. Kalau diikutkan 241, 2 jam selepas lepas MH 370 hilang. So ada 6 hours lagi. So dalam 6 hours scale besar tu kemana mungkin boleh pergi selain daripada Strait Malacca?
It's very difficult to say because the point we don't know exactly what happened to the aircraft. So we just cannot speculate. We just cannot do guesswork. We got to be a scientific work because the parts we can study the parts, or we do the forensic of the parts. What actually happened? So we just cannot do guesswork. It's not guesswork. It's got to be science. It got to be specific. It got to be analyzed.
Skala itu akan dibesarkan dalam 6 jam punya skala penerbangan.
Skala tu dikembangkan oleh kerana apa yang kita lakukan dalam mula-mula 50 tu tak dapat tak dapat apa-apa yang dicari. Kita kembangkan supaya kita cover seluruh perarian ataupun the sea surface that we have calculated that that's where the aircraft should be lah. There's some technical search, more technical search.
From the Straits Times, just very quickly,
Okay.
can you tell us about the weather conditions in overnight tonight and in the coming days? What do you expect and how does it affect recovery operations? Just very.
I don't have the.
Thus far, the weather for the last few days and also nights has been fair for search operation. So we hope that with the current weather will stay and facilitate our search and rescue operation and help it for us to do it effectively.
I have a question from Malaysia Airlines.
Pace, no problem because we are flying low and the ship is doing the surface doing the search on the surface of the sea.
CNBC, forgive me for asking this question. I know it's a hard one for me, it may be a hard one for you, but at this point in time, is this still a search and rescue operation, or has it moved beyond that? Is this now disaster recovery?
We still search and rescue. We still term this incident as missing aircraft.
Can you comment on the warning of a possible threat attack on China received by Taiwan days before the aircraft went missing? Can you verify that?
I don't have the report officially to us, so we cannot comment on that.
This passport thing, is it stolen one, or is it a human trafficking, or is the syndicate a rental thing in PLI?
That's what I said just now. There's another angle of investigating of possibility of a stolen passport syndicate. Okay.
Simon Wilson from CNN. The two people that you're investigating, as far as the stolen passports are concerned, is this the major focus of your investigation and Malaysian Airlines investigation, or are you also investigating other leads related to this missing plane? And what are
we are looking at every possibility,
Can you share what
every
you're
angle.
looking at with immigration and the police?
That is something we cannot reveal, but we relook at the security part of it, and they have gone through the full protocol of the security. That means that they have gone through screening. The baggage has been screened. The cabin baggage has been screened. And to us, that complies fully the protocol of aviation security.
Sir, I have a question from Malaysia Airlines. Can you tell us what is your policy when it comes to locking the cockpit door? Is your cockpit door locked in all the aircraft? Is this a policy?
We comply to the recommendation of ICAO and all the authorities. The cockpit door is kept locked all the time.
Can it be opened from the outside, or
It cannot be opened from outside. In order to go into the cockpit, it has to be opened from inside. And that is like all aircraft these days. You have a video camera pointing to who is actually outside. So the decision to open or to allow somebody through is taken inside the cockpit.
Jerry, just one more question. Does the MH370, we understand that the ACAR system is optional for Boeing 777. It comes standard at Airbus. Can you tell us if the plane has the
This aircraft is equipped with ACAR.
Can you clarify about the What are the leads that you're working on that need you expand your search area? If we are on the third day already, zero debris, and you said you're not working on guesswork. So what are the leads that you're working on that made you expand your search area? It's just a flight path?
Yes, it's a flight path. We look at the area where it was reported loss on the radar, and the possibility of the aircraft air turn back, and that's a lead. And it's very important to say here that we have to find the aircraft or parts of the aircraft.
How deep these waters are and
I
what kind
cannot.
of underwater search is being done?
Can you clarify about the oil spill? The one that was tested, is that the only oil spill, or is that the same one that was seen on Saturday from aircraft? There was an oil slick that was shown in photographs from, I think,
Yes,
Vietnamese
correct.
side. Is that the same oil spill? Are we talking about only one oil spill that has been tested?
This was sample been taken by the Maritime Enforcement Agency.
So there's only one. We can.
Thank you very much. We have been on the ground for more than 20 hours. We have flied our 3 choppers and 1 fixed-wing aircraft, the amphibious aircraft. So throughout our flight, during those periods, we identified if there's any sport, we will send the survey ship to collect, sampling, that kind of thing. If there is suspicions, very strong suspicion that oil belong to the Boeing, then definitely we will bring it ashore for proper identification. But other than that, we can see greases kind of that. So there's no requirement to bring. We know that it's not the aircraft. So therefore, we can confirm with you whatever is on the surface of the sea has been identified. For example, the orange object that we saw from the air, we send our ship, collect it, is a canvas, orange canvas, is not a life jacket. I just like to confirm with you, I think we comply with IMSA, International Maritime Aeronautical Search and Rescue volume, which is internationally recognized. And I think that is the standard being practiced all over the world.
So there was only one major oil spill. There was only one slick.
That's the slick that we suspect. Correct?
Sir, you control how many samples you also?
We have
Only one
one.
sample.
Okay. For lab test is one, but the other is greases kind of thing. We don't have to. Because we have the oil rigs operation, the oil and gas industries not very far. We have also shipyards close by. We have a lot of fishing trawlers in those areas of operation. So therefore, this can be part of it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You were asked this earlier, but it's a very important point. There are reports that the identity of one of the men with stolen passports has been verified. Can you give us more information on that? And if you can't, how can we report accurately on this situation?
Again, I just cannot understand your question.
There have been reports that one of the men with the stolen passports, his identity has been verified.
Okay.
Are you able to confirm that and tell us where he's from?
We cannot do that at the moment. We will check on it.
And if you can't do that, why can you not do that?
Because there are, as I told you, that there are other angles that they are looking at this syndicate of stolen passport. That's what they are looking at. But we are, as I have to repeat, the security part of it has been looked into, and we're satisfied that they've gone through the protocols of the security at the airport.
Okay, with that we conclude the session for today. Our next visit will be tomorrow at
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.